Hello lovelies, how are we? Lesley, not quite enough space in this room because it's very untidy at the moment, but that's always the way. Hope everyone's doing okay. Thank you for all your comments and thoughts. I've caught up now, so we're all good. Yeah, it's been a good week. I was hoping at the weekend not to have to do any work, and that didn't happen, but that's the way it goes. But it was the Zoom call. Lovely Barbara of Flame and Fibre, Valerie of A Visit with Nana and Papa, and a lovely group of people. A couple of people who were there for the first time. Good to see them. Good to see the people who'd been there before. Just a lovely crowd. So all good fun. Lots of laughs. Some knitting chat, some live chat. We were having conversations about favourite words at one point. Mine is minimalism. Not that I will ever be a minimalist, but I just like the sound of the word. Not much happening on the crafting front because the work side has been busy pretty much, I think. This month's podcast will go up tomorrow. It won't be terribly long because not much on the crafting front, but I will have some hand spun, and this is currently caught around my cake winder. That's not helpful. There we go. It needs resceining, so it's been skeined and soaked, and I just need to reskein it now and measure it. So I think we've come up with a sort of a 3-ply double knitting sort of weight. And this was fibre that was very kindly given to me, so thank you, lovely person. And this is, I was reassured at the time, pronounced Okanagan fibre. So from Okanagan Dye Works, which is an area of, Okanagan is an area of Canada. And as you can see, great colours. I tried a bit of a, almost like a kind of fractal spin on it, but with a 3-ply. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing, but it's what I've done. So it does mean that there are different kind of shades, because some you've got more yellow strands, some you've got more orange, some you've got more red. So should be interesting to work with, hopefully. That's all the spinning I've done. Here's my next braid to spin, which is one I've had for a little while. It's by Made in England. It's called Monet's Garden. So a little more subtle. All colours welcome here. And it's a 60% merino, 40% bamboo mix. So interesting to spin that and see how it goes. Yes, it's Tuesday at the moment. Just plodding along. Friday I will be spending time with Susan, who is someone who comes along to the Zoom calls, lives in the USA, is in the UK, and we're going to meet up on Friday, so that will be good. And I'll tell you all about that next week, because I tend to put the vlog up earlier in the day on Friday, so I'll make sure that's up before we meet. But yeah, looking forward to seeing her. And hoping that the weather improves, because yesterday was a lovely sunny day. Today is very grey and dreek, and I've even got a cardigan on, so a little bit drizzly and mizzly. So hopefully it will be a dry day on Friday for us to have a little look around and a meet up. So I shall see you later in the week. Cheers. Hello lovelies. Those of you who were around over Easter of this year will remember that I wasn't well. I'd experienced a lot of pain, and it then turned out, or was believed to be, a grumbling appendix. Well, to keep things kind of belted and braced and make sure everything was okay, the doctor referred me for an ultrasound, which I had today. All fine, as far as we know. The person doing the test was saying that the problem with an appendix is that you can't see anything in an ultrasound unless it's actually inflamed. And had it been inflamed, I probably would have known about it, because I would have been in pain again. But the idea was to check that there was nothing else in the abdomen, in that area, that would could be causing a problem that could be misdiagnosed as a grumbling appendix. And that's all okay. But the problem with having an ultrasound for that part of the body is that you have to have a full bladder. And I'm of an age where I worry about things like this. And driving, it only took about a quarter of an hour to drive there, but that felt like one of the longest journeys I'd ever taken. I was fine, it was okay. But my goodness, I hadn't been able to eat anything all morning. Was only allowed to drink water, so I hadn't had a cup of tea. And then having to drive. I always say, one of my silly phrases is, contentment in life comes from having an empty bladder and a full stomach. If it's the other way around, you're in trouble. Well, by that definition, I was in trouble this morning. But it's all fine, all sorted, and I'm very grateful to have had the test done. So the results will go to the doctor, but it looks as if there's nothing to kind of worry about. It was just a bit of an experience, and I'm glad I didn't get delayed. Cheers. Hello, lovelies. Well, we've got to Thursday, and I think that's where we're going to end this week, because as I said earlier, tomorrow, Friday, meeting Susan, hopefully, and so I'll tell you all about that next week. Also, this weekend, the month-end podcast is going up with very little in the way of finished objects. Apologies, I've been not very productive this month. I know it's not a race, but I haven't done much. I hope to have a shawl finished. I've got kind of half an edging to do this evening and weave in a few ends, and that should be done. So I'm hopeful that that will get done. But that's about it for this week, I think. So I hope you're all okay. Have fun, everyone. Look after yourselves. Take good care. And I'll see you tomorrow for the month-end podcast and next week for the vlog. Thanks for being here. Take care. Bye-bye.